Good evening and salutations, my Days of Our Lives fans. So, before we get started, let me know how the audio is. I had to factory reset this phone, because like the memory was just getting like full and everything like that. And when I did it, it seemed like it cleaned up the audio a little bit, and I'm not too sure yet because I didn't upload my other video that was on this phone. So I'm also kind of using this as a test. Because my other tablet is having issues, and my new tablet, as much as I love that tablet, for some odd reason, it's like after a couple of days, I have to constantly factory reset it. So, and then there's sometimes where it takes longer to upload my videos on there after a while because like the memory is too full. So it's just a lot easier if I do it on this phone for a little bit. Um, Still working on getting like another tablet or trying to figure out what's going on with this tablet as far as like why the memory keeps getting so full. If anyone's a tech person, this is what kind of tablet I have. So I'm trying to figure it out as far as the why it keeps like filling up so fast with data and stuff. Like why does it keep getting so full as far as my memory? Anyway, while I figure out that, I'm gonna be using this and kind of switching up between this and like maybe the other one. So we'll see. Um, so going into this episode, I feel like broad teeth when I say that, but yeah, going into this episode, Steve and Kayla talked to Marlena, and I, they can tell right away that there's just something that's off. First, they talk about John and the fact that he's missing, and she doesn't really seem that concerned. She's kind of just like, all right, well, when he comes back, he comes back. I can't really worry myself to death. So it's like, it is what it is. Kind of treating John like he's a stray cat. Like, well, he'll come in the window when he's ready. And both Steve and Kayla are like, what? And this is after, once again, they talk about Doug, and the fact that Julie can't see Doug, and she, once again, is just being firm about, oh, something could happen to Julie on my watch, and I can't let that happen. So it was kind of a dead end at that point, and that's when they brought up John, and she just seemed like, more or less, she didn't really care. Um, so after she leaves, Stephen and Kayla like, so did you buy any of that? Like what she was saying? Um, and later on, when Steve talks to Johnny, Steve is like, have you been noticing that, like, has Marlena been acting strange to you? And Johnny's like, in what way? But in reality, it's like, you should know right off the bat that she's been acting strange. She's been acting strange since she was so quick to say yes to his movie. Um, and also talking to Chanel as far as confidentiality, and how she was just so willy nilly to just break it. So when he was like, "In what way do you mean?" It's like, bro, what are you talking about? You've been talking to her, and you know what I'm saying. You can, and he's been noticing that she's been acting a little kind of off, but like he's just so into the movie and just happy about making this movie that he's just not seeing things. But even when he talks to, anyway, hopefully I'll get to the bottom of it tomorrow as far as kind of comparing those. And by the way, I did see the previews towards um next couple episodes, and I gotta sit there and say I am very very hyped about it. I saw because one of my amazing subscribers, Shakira, sent me she DM'd me the promo on Instagram, and I saw it and I was like, oh, this is going to be nuts. And I cannot wait for it. Man. It's so weird. Now I sit there and think about it, whenever I watch like Days and stuff like that, watching GH, there was one point when they didn't show previews towards next episode. It was just always kind of weird and just like, what? And I guess I kind of feel like, why don't they show that in all the soap operas? Like Days and Young and the Restless. Well, Young and the Restless will just show you a preview for the following week. Which is a little kind of off, but it's like, okay, I guess this is kind of like a speed run of what GH does. Bold and Beautiful, I guess they probably do their previews or their promotion or whatever for the next couple episodes, kind of like Days, but like I just like it's just so weird whenever I sit there and watch it and it just kind of ends. I'm just like, so, especially in the beginning when I used to watch, it's like, so there's no previews, like really, okay, it's kind of weird. um We got Chanel waking up from a bad dream. I actually wrote that down like it was real. Like Chanel came into the room, like she was sneaking in. Paulina saw her, denounced her, was upset with her, got so emotional to the point where she had a stroke. And like I'm sitting there writing it down, stroke. And then she wakes up. Oh, it's a dream. Thanks for wasting the whole space on my damn pad. Yeah, she wakes up from nightmare and she feels guilty about what she did, what she should. And of course, Johnny being Johnny is like, no, you did the right thing. You're back against the wall, this, that, and the third. How about we go away for like, a couple weeks? This is the second time that he's done that. This is the second time he's done that. The first time was after the wedding, and she was sad and like kind of remorseful um about her part and her just blowing up her wedding and how even though she wasn't a feelings, she kind of went about it in a very crappy way. But once Johnny was like, no, you didn't really do that. I mean, you had to tell the truth. And then they had sex. I'll actually tell you the truth, that was a couple episodes ago. But the point is, it's like when Johnny wants something, he just kind of skips past. I don't know if his moral compass is wrong or just like he just wants to get to C. So instead of calling her out and be like, hey, listen, I understand, maybe you should feel a little kind of guilty. Maybe it wasn't exactly the right place, the right time to do it in. He's just like, no, your back was against the wall. You did what you had to do. So you want to go away? So yeah, they're planning on going away and just leaving Allie to do pretty much all the work for the next couple of weeks, which is like, do they have a staff? Or is she just doing it all, like, by herself? I don't know. I guess maybe back in the olden days, they didn't really have, like, a staff of people to do that type of stuff, and it was just one person, and when it went on break and they went on lunch, they would just, put a little clock there saying that they're leaving or whatever. So, I guess, but, not gonna lie, I feel like it would be a little kind of nerve-wracking, just kind of just being the only person, being in charge, and, like, somebody starts yelling at you, it's like, well, what do? It's like, you kick them out, you call the cops, like, it's just, I guess it's kind of weird, life of, as far as being, as far as working in retail, because retail, somebody yells at you, you're like, yo, I don't get paid for this. Anyway, Johnny convinces her to go, and she's like, fine, but she has to get a passport. So she sneaks back in the house, or tries to, and Paulina is right there, just like in her dreams. Now, Paulina and Olivia had to talk, and Olivia is sitting there, I would sit there and say more or less kind of kicking her while she's down, like, you shouldn't have did this, you lied, your lies came back to bite you in the butt, this, that, and the third, more or less. And then she tells Paulina that she got invited to Thanksgiving by Lonnie and Eli. And how even Paulina was like, you were part of this lie too. You lied to her every time you saw her. But yet I'm getting outcast, and like that was kind of my issue. Even when Olivia was sitting there going in on Paulina, and I'm like, you're going in on her, but you're acting like Tammy didn't have any parts in this whole cover up. Are you kidding me? Hell, you had a part in this cover up as well. But you want to sit there and start judging Paulina about this. It just, oh my goodness. I guess they're just, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like they're just giving Olivia a pass because she's older, you know? I guess maybe as far as TV would look like, oh, they shouldn't be sitting there coming down on Olivia so much. She's a much older person, so let's just sit there and give all the smoke to Paulina. And it's like, they all share equal blame in this. All of them. But yet, Paulina is just getting all of it, you know? And I get Tamara isn't there, but like, they should really get on Tamara as well. And Olivia is sitting there looking pretty. And her Sunday hat, like, she didn't have any parts in this. And then she gets, I guess, a ride call or whatever from her cell phone. He's like, all right, I'm gonna be outside. Yeah, I'm not gonna have them pick me up in the air. He just goes off to Thanksgiving, leaving her daughter there. Which is like, damn. I sit there and think about that. So let me get this straight. It's Thanksgiving, time to be with family, and you choose to sit there and leave your daughter to be with your grandchildren. You're just gonna leave her there by herself. Wow. But what she did do, I get on her too much because I'm not gonna lie, she really irks the living. Before I get on her too much, she did sit there and say that Marlena was to blame, um, because Paulina was like, how did Chanel know? And that's when Olivia was like, it was Marlena. First of all, she was like, I felt something off about her, like in her soul, just her spirit was just off. And also the smug look that she had on her face after Chanel practically put all your business on Front Street, as Olivia said. This is after Paulina was like, yeah, I did tell her because she's a doctor and stuff like that. And I'm like, I guess you had to sit there and tell somebody. Might as well sit there and tell Marlena. She's supposedly bounded by, client and confidentiality and all that crap. But that just went out the window. Now, Bella does talk to Kayla. Because here's the thing. Bella was talking to Julie, and at first, she was like, I don't know if you're gonna be able to sit there and see Doug, because they're trying to get the power of attorney back to Julie, but the courts and everything like that, and the holiday season's coming up. She's just like, I don't know what's gonna happen. So Julie's kind of sad about that, but Bella's like, she was able to find a sympathetic judge and told her about the case, and long story short, Julie has power of attorney, and she could sit there and see Doug. So that's great. Kayla, when Bella talks to Kayla's like, first of all, they're both like, yo, when Marlena finds out, that the decision got reversed, she's going to be livid. On top of Bella feeling guilty because, she felt like she kind of betrayed her mom. Like, something along the lines of like, her judgment was off or whatever. Like, I forgot exactly the term that she used, but like, just basically Smith saying that she's not being a good doctor or whatever. Like, she wasn't doing something right. And so she felt like she kind of betrayed her a little bit. But, long story short, we did get to see Doug. And I'm not going to sit there and lie. Kind of a nice feeling. It was kind of heartwarming. It was. Just in this seeing him, it was actually really nice. the last time that I've seen before this, the last time I seen Doug, or the actor, was when he was doing an interview with Julie, and some guy was in there doing an interview with them, and they were like all talking and like kind of spry and everything like that, and just talking about their relationship over time and stuff like that, their great love story, and um, so it was really nice seeing Doug. He was kind of quiet. He really wasn't saying much of anything. And he kind of looked like he was kind of out of it a little bit. Now, I'm only sitting there thinking about this now. And I really hope for story purposes that he looks like that because it's the show and not because of real life. The last time, and I'm going to sit there and try to do so, I'm being emotional. The last time that I saw um, something like that, it brings me back to the guy who played Edward Cornwall. And the last time that we saw him was, him being in the wheelchair. The whole water, actually, to tell you the truth, it was one of my favorite stories of GH. This was during the water crisis. I don't know people that probably don't watch this, but they had this whole water crisis, and everyone got sick, and everyone was there getting cured. So like it's towards the end of the I guess the season or whatever, and so everyone gets the cure. But and I know a lot of people may not know him, but Patrick Date's daughter, there wasn't enough cure to really go around for everyone. So Edward gave his cure to Patrick's daughter, and I'm not gonna lie, even just thinking about it, just very heartbreaking to actually see him towards the end. Because his character died at that point, but then the actor passed away in real life. But seeing him, I just knew there was just something off. Not even about the character, just about the actor. Like I felt it, and then not that long ago, passed. So seeing Doug was just like, I'm really hoping that is just acting and good makeup and stuff like that, and it's not, you know. Anyway, and I was actually about to forget because I'm not gonna lie, starting to get a little emotional. Allie and Trip. Not gonna lie, they didn't really do too much of anything except for the fact that Trip told Allie that Charlie is back in his grave. So, okay. And I'm assuming that the rest of the cast who came back there is back in their graves again. Deimos and Gabby's disgusting husband or boyfriend or whatever is back. I'm pretty sure they're all back in their coffins. Not coffins. Graves. Coffins. They're not vampires. But technically they're zombies. You know what? I'm getting sidetracked. So that's pretty much the only thing that winds up happening is that Trip tells Allie that Charlie's back, in his grave or whatever. And then they go and they start passing off, because they got treats or whatever. And they start passing off, they're going to be going to different people's, because they got an extended family. They got a large family, which is, not going to lie, kind of a little bit too close together. Like, almost like they can almost want to, like, be kissing cousins kind of thing. But they have a plan. They're going to be sitting there handing out treats and stuff like that to, different families and stuff like that, different parts of their families. But I'm sitting there looking at that. I'm like, you only have 2 bags, and you plan on like giving out treats to how many people in your family? You only got 2 bags. I know I'm not the only person that's kind of looked there like, is there more in the stroller? Because that I'm pretty sure that's not going to be enough, like at all. Okay. Good luck. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like that's about it. I also feel like I missed something, like I always do. So if I did, please let me know in the comment section below. Also, let me know about the audio. I'm kind of going to be jumping around between having the headphones on and having the headphones off because I'm pretty sure there's like a mic or whatever that's like in one part. I know because I do take phone calls sometimes with this. So if it's better with the headphones on, then we're going to keep the headphones. Um, I think that's about it. If I miss anything, please write it down in the comment section below. I want to thank you for watching. Be safe, and I will see you in the next video.